Earlier today at 1 p.m., Vicky Sue White was laid to rest. Daily Mail was in attendance and they posted an article, and I'm going to briefly go over the article with you. But this is her obituary for those of you who have not seen it. Of course, I'm not going to read out her family's names, and it is just a basic obituary. I understand that many people have mixed feelings about what she did. None of us can ever understand why she did what she did. More than likely, if she had it to do over, she would do things a whole lot differently. But let's try and respect her living family, the ones in mourning, and let's not throw out derogatory comments. Because no matter what we think, there is family and friends that is truly hurting right now. And because we have reported extensively on her story in the last couple of weeks here on UnJustified, we will also pay her respects of her funeral and her family. Vicky Sue White, 56, of Lexington, Alabama, passed away May the 9th, 2022. Vicky was the assistant director for the Lauderdale County Detention Center. And then it just goes on to say who she is survived by and time and date of her funeral and burial. Very, very basic obituary, and I'm not really sure where people are getting that she did not deserve this recognition. She put 17 years into the Lauderdale County Detention Center. Yes, she made one major mistake, but you know what? She paid the ultimate price for her mistake, so it's not for us to judge. Daily Mail has reported that hundreds attended Vicky's funeral today, said that close to 200 gathered beneath the sweltering Alabama heat. Preacher told them just to set aside their pain and trauma of the recent days and try instead to focus on the version of the Vicky that they knew and loved. Doves were released as her coffin was lowered into the ground in her family plot in the cemetery. Vicky's mother, Tricia, cried as she led mourners to the gravesite of her only daughter. It is not clear if Vicky's father was able to attend. Also in attendance were several members of the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department, many friends, families, and relatives, and even former inmates of the Lauderdale County Jail whose lives that Vicky had touched. But one person was nowhere to be seen. Sheriff Rick Singleton did not attend. Her immediate family sat on blue velvet seats beside the gravesite. The funeral director says, "Hold your memories close." As we know, Vicky was the assistant director. Well, the actual director, who is actually her boss, his name is Jason Butler. He is the director of Lauderdale County Correctional Facility. He did attend the funeral, and he said, quote, "I think everyone is just tired and numb at this point. I choose to focus on the Vicky that I know. She was a good friend and a very good colleague for 16 years. He also went on to say, and I quote, "I think what we're hoping for now is closure and healing. Colleagues have to keep on doing their jobs and working day by day," end quote. One of the inmates that Vicky watched over at the Lauderdale County Jail also spoke. Her name is Crystal. She's 42 years old, and she said, quote, "I am a criminal and I did my time, and Vicky never treated us like we were prisoners. She treated us like people. She was a very nice and kind-hearted woman. Casey is a snake in the grass, and I hope he gets what he deserves," end quote. It was observed that Crystal was very emotional during the funeral process, but she went on to say, quote, I was praying to God when she was in the hospital that she would make it. It's just a tragedy for all of us in Lauderdale County. We are just stunned. I know the police officers and the sheriff and everybody are a little mad at her, but they have to understand that was not Vicky. He had a hold on her and he had gotten to her bad. She was a wonderful person, and I know that she is in heaven looking down on us right now. With Casey White says that he is taking this very hard as well, and he is absolutely devastated. And this is a small clip they have on the page of one of Vicky's friends.
She never did nothing wrong. The only thing she might have did wrong was care for people.
I will link the article in the description box below if you would like to come and read it in its entirety. Rest in peace, Vicky, and to her family and friends. I'm so sorry for your loss, and I do hope you take adequate time to grieve and mourn the loss of your family and friend in Vicky. And as the preacher said, just hold on to your memories. Remember the Vicky that you know. Thank you all so much for listening, and until next time, this is Unjustified.